Good afternoon from the sunny West Wales. It's sunny now. It's horrible earlier. We even had some thunder floating by. So everybody's talking about at the moment strikes, but nobody seems to have any certain idea of who's organising these strikes, what they're about, and what's being asked for, and who's going out on them, and where, which sort of leads me to think they are probably going to fail. For a strike to be effective, and in this case, certainly, it needs like over 90% of the workforce out. Like with the miners, hate the miners. It's arguable that they damage their own cause in the long run. But the whole scabs thing, while I don't agree with what they did, but it was a case of forcing the most of the workforce out on strike, which is what we need to, because all that is going to happen, and I predict this is my prediction, is we get 20 trucks out, 20 or 30 trucks out. They'll do some photo ops going down a motorway slow, and are out blocking an RDC for 10 minutes, and that'll be that. It'll be in the news next day, briefly, and the biggest problem is it'll just lead people to think, well, they had their say, and it'll just give them a reason to ignore us. So unless you can get all of the industry out, but even then, if you got all the industry out, there is the argument that if the entire industry stopped, you'd end up giving them a reason to bring work permits in for foreign drivers. So overall, it's a lose-lose situation for drivers, in my opinion. I'm not anti-strike. I'm not anti-union. I grew up in the 80s and stuff, so I was anti-union before I started thinking about it. And I'm not a union, but and they have their faults. But yeah, so I just can't see how a strike's going to help this situation, in my opinion. Like, the shop's already got loads of empty shelves. Go in Sainsbury's and it's like loads of empty shelves. One bloke the other day on Facebook said, well, if we go on strike, what happens when your wife goes out to the shops and she can't get what she wants and you can't feed your children? What happens then? And it's like, that is sort of the whole point of a strike. Yes. The problem is, the reason is nowadays is we are increasingly selfish. And I'm not claiming everybody else is selfish, and I'm not. Me as much as anybody else. We've become such a selfish society in this case. So whereas once before an entire workforce would go out because, for instance, they might have sacked somebody unfairly, nowadays, like, they could sack your brother unfairly and then you wouldn't go out on strike. But yeah, so we're a very much more selfish nation as a result. And the other side effect is the sorts of people who will be out will be the ones who work for the smaller companies, who will happily send their trucks out. And again, it's a lose-lose situation for them, because they might just end up losing work from it, or their trucks aren't working, and they're the people who can least afford to have their trucks sat around. So yeah, and drivers are like herding cats, basically. The thing is about being a driver is very individualistic way of life, because you don't interact with any of your workmates or anything like that, and so you just get on with your own job, and that's the end of it. I'm not saying it's good or bad. No, it was the same. Like, I'm same. I'm not. That's the one thing I get on people on comments on some of these videos. It's like, they seem to think I'm claiming that I'm better than them, or I know all this, or I'm intelligent. It's like, it's nothing to do with intelligence. I'm just another idiot shouting into the darkness. Like, I don't think I'm special. Anyway, so yes. So yeah, just it's hard to organise. It won't happen. Like, it will just do more damage than good. Once they see the 20, 30, whatever trucks go out, be a bit of inconvenience for a couple of hours, everything will be back to normal. But then that gives the entire industry and government an excuse, because they will say, well, they had their say. So yeah, so basically, I think we need to work more on the idea of getting some representation on all these meetings. There's all these meetings that never seem to have any drivers represented. We have these massive decisions being made that impact our lives directly, and they don't ever seem to involve a driver. I got a tweet from one lady saying, well, at government they will only speak to leaders, so you have to have leaders talking to leaders. And it's like, Well, that's all well and good, but stop disconnecting yourselves entirely from like the bread and butter part of this industry. No one's claiming that drivers have all the answers or they'll be able to solve it, blah, 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 blah. We just need a bit of representation, that's all. And everything will work better. So, oh, and that's the other tweet. The Road Haulage Association tweeted something along the lines of about how an industry that runs like clockwork, and it's like, what industry is that then? Because it's not this one. But, sorry, I'm just reading. I made notes because my memory is... it's interesting, I can't read scripts because it just sounds wooden as can be. And I always used to just talk off the top of my head, but now it like stop-starts ever since I had the accident because my brain's gone a bit wonky. I think it got shaken about a bit. So yeah, I just don't think strikes are the answer. I'd love to be proved wrong. I'd love for the entire industry to go out on strike and everybody get what they want. It's not going to happen, is it? Not going to happen. Yes. Now some tidying up.
I'm going to use all the power of my brain.
Oh yeah, that was a bloke. I had a bloke this morning, last night. He's a mechanic. Oh my god, talk down to you. Like, I don't claim to, like, people have these weird opinions. Like, they'll come, because I'll get a lot more videos, watches now, because I did the Universal Credit video and stuff like that. And you get so many people come on and seem to assume that because I'm talking to camera, I think that I'm something special. No, I'm just like anybody else. Like, I'm not special, not super intelligent, nothing like that. I just enjoy talking to camera. I enjoy communicating with people this way. And that's all there is to it. I don't think I've got the answers. I don't think I've got some of the answers. But that's what I like. I like to discuss things with people and debate with people. Unfortunately, that gets ever rarer and rarer online because people just call you names and all that bollocks. He says, swearing. On the other one I keep going, well, if you need to swear words to make your point, you've already fallen down. It's like, oh God, get over yourself, you pompous old twat. But, yeah, so, yeah, I'd love the strike to work, but it's not going to. I think we just need to force our way onto getting a bit of representation. We just want to get our voices heard, basically. That's good enough for me. I need a drink. Good day, and see you some other time. Oh, just to add at the end there, this isn't an attack on people who are organising a strike or anything like that. It's good that people are making the effort and stuff. It's just the reasons why I think it probably won't work, and like I say, I hope it does. But yeah, I'm not attacking anybody who's taking any proper action. It's all good. Like, it's all good. It's all good. You'll be reassured now. You've got the endorsement of the boggle-eyed twat. Good day.